Welcome all. Thank you for joining AWS Call Weekly Paradise. In this weekly paradise, we try to cover the AWS new launches, whatever the new services or any new feature which has been launched in AWS in recent past few days. We try to cover that in our weekly paradise series. So let's check out what are the top 3 new feature or services which has been launched by AWS. We'll try to cover over here. Let's check out what is the first services or feature which is released now. Our first feature and services, which is introducing the AWS Network Firewall. So for all those network folks which are waiting for these services to be available quite some time, already we know that we have the AWS firewall control feature, which is available in 2 forms. One is in the form of security groups, and second it is a NACL based control. So in this network firewall, as you can see, it's a fully AWS managed services that makes easy to deploy essential network protection for all your Amazon VPCs. And AWS Network Firewall is for customers who wanted to inspect and filter traffic to, from, or between the Amazon VPC. So basically you can see it as a new enhanced feature on firewall which has been launched, and it is available only in North Virginia, US, Oregon, and Europe, Ireland. These 3 regions only it is available. If you see it further, it enables and deploy and manage stateless and stateful traffic inspection rules. So as you all aware that currently if you see security group, which is a fully stateful firewall inspection kind of feature which is attached to your any devices, and however we have the network NACL based, which is a stateless, and it is attached to your subnet level inspection. So both are working right now, but on top of it the AWS Network Firewall is launched, and that can control both your stateless and stateful inspection rules engine. So I'll further little bit talk about it more on this. And next point is intrusion prevention and detection. It will help in doing the web filtering, and it will also Network Firewall automatically scale with your traffic increase visibility of network traffic by sending logs to S3. So you can capture the logs in the S3, CloudWatch also, and Kinesis Firewall also. So this is quite a, I would say, very enhanced feature which is available right now, and you can leverage this feature. So if you see here in this tutorial format, Network Firewall will be sitting on top of it. So basically you have to assign a subnet for your Network Firewall, and Network Firewall will reside in that subnet, and whatever the traffic from outside will hit that subnet will pass through the Network Firewall before it reach to your customer subnet or instances subnet where your servers are kept. If you look at this from the right side further, incoming packet, it will hit your firewall subnet. It will run the inspect rules, all the rules it will run, whether it will be dropped, passed, or it will be further forwarded for the instances. If you see on the further right side, there are 2 rules engine, which is stateless and stateful. Always the stateless engine rules will be checked first and then the stateful. So stateless engine will do all kind of inspection, whether it is inbound, outbound, whatever kind of traffic, it will not matter since it is a stateless, and it will check that, and based on the rules that you decide, either it will be dropped, passed, or it will be further forwarded to the stateful. You can bypass the stateful also and directly go to your customer subnet, but you have the option to forward that after inspecting to the stateless. You can forward to your stateful engine rules as well. And a stateful engine rule is basically a further deep dive of inspection, and it will take more time to inspect a packet because it will check all the rules based on inbound, outbound, and all kind of filtering and monitoring it can happen in this, right? So all these rules engine which will be run stateless and stateful using the AWS Network Firewall. So this is the overall which is new services. Let's see it is chargeable or not. So you can see, yes, of course it is a chargeable services, and the cost of charging will be Network Firewall endpoint hourly rate, which is $0.395 per hours rate, and also there is a charge associated with the traffic which is being processed, 0.065 per GB. And on top of it, if you are storing in it in a S3 or anywhere else, so that will be logs will be separate charges. So you can see we try to explain it here, the services and the chargeability, so that it will be very clear what all services is launched and what is the charge associated with this. Okay, so let's check out what are the new things which we have right now. So next good thing which is launched is Amazon S3 storage lens. So basically it will give you the holistically view of your entire S3 storage across the organization. Whatever the account you are holding, you can see it on a single place, right? How many S3 are there, what is their utilization, in the region wise how does it looks like, right? What is the capacity right now you are using, is there any recommendation or security instances, security breaches there. So holistically it will give you many I would say very good metrics which are available, and storage lens give you capability to holistically check on your organization across your accounts, multiple accounts of AWS that you are holding, and S3 details it will provide you. So what all things which will cover here is, it will give you the cloud storage analytics solutions, right? And it provides a single view of object storage, uses and activity across tens to hundred of accounts, whatever. So that's the beauty of it, right? Third is drill down to generate insight of the account. So yes, logs insight is available at the bucket level as well as the object levels. Okay, you can drill down to that. And S3 storage lens is available in all commercial AWS regions. So whatever the AWS regions you are running into it, it will be available. You can run it at a central account, central region, and you can control and check all yours there. So if you see holistically how does it look like, S3 storage lens, and organization is there, account is there, region is there, bucket is there. So all these things which are configured, you can aggregate it, analyze it, and then you can use it as per your cases. You can do the summary inside, you can do the flag, outliners, data protection, cost efficiency. So all these recommendation also it will give, right? If there is any breaches there, any high utilization is there, and it is something which is not in use. So all this kind of deep insight is available using the S3 storage lens. And every account right now, if you are holding any account, you will automatically start seeing this under your Amazon S3 here, and it will see this option storage lens. So this is a very good services which is launched. I have checked these services. One thing I wanted to tell you about, if you are logged into the root account and try to access these services, then you will not be able to check this using the storage lens. It will give you error saying that enable a required IAM policy for the user account. So S3 storage lens, it is not available for the root account. You must have to create a user account and grant a specific user policies for the storage lens access permission, and then you can leverage this. So just take care of in mind. So this is the storage lens services. Let's check out what is the next. And I forgot to mention, this is the not chargeable. Yes, so this services is not chargeable, but if you are storing any metrics to the S3 storage bucket for your reference inside, yes, that will be chargeable for your storage capacity unit, whatever you are storing. But this services is free of cost. So it is very good things that you can leverage on. Next thing is AWS single sign-on enables administrator to require user to set up MFA. So basically already we all know that AWS has SSO enabled, right? So now we can leverage the SSO along with the MFA. So MFA multi-factor authentication we all aware about, and this is available for the SSO user account also. So already we integrated our corporate accounts and SSO integration for the non-corporate as well, right? Or the any IDP based authentication that we are running into, either through the web-based IDP or using that corporate AD IDP, right? So all those authentication which are available using the single sign-on can use and enable the MFA. So now you can set up that so that any SSO user, when they are accessing using the SSO account, they will be asked to set up the MFA using your hardware MFA or either Google authentication, software token based app based MFA account. So those MFA is now available for the SSO or Active Directory as your identity source, as I mentioned here. And this is, of course, yes, it's not chargeable. MFA is a standard feature across industry, and this was the piece which was left till now, and this is also now enabled on the AWS SSO. So these are the all three topics that we covered, which I felt is an important one to discuss over here in our weekly paradise. Hope you guys joining soon in our next weekly paradise. Keep in touch. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.